Okay, just so here's some context for this whole situation here. So the government has called a meeting to explain the proposal for the new laws and the new legislation setup. Some of the stuff they are proposing and going over is the idea of having representatives from different towns and areas that can weigh in on laws and decisions. And they're also talking about these gun laws. The last video went over some of them, but since the last video, they've also added to the list of illegal guns another gun that a lot of people use called the Carcano. So a lot of people are upset about that. I think that's all the setup you really need here. Let's just hop into this meeting and let's see how this goes.
Look who it is. How about you, Stelio?
Hey man, how y'all doing?
Oh, pretty good. How you doing?
Hey, ain't too bad, ain't too bad. I heard there's a little meeting here in the saloon.
Yeah, everybody's in there getting ready for whatever they're about to get ready for, right?
Yeah, my money's on it's gonna be a big fat no from the government, but we'll see.
I doubt that. I think it should just make their jobs easier. All we're going to get is a bunch of more fat government out of it, though.
I know, man.
On the flip side, it might actually turn out pretty good, though.
Yeah, I guess we're here to find out, right?
All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for joining me here today. As you know, you would have seen posters, gotten telegrams the other day that we've been getting information from you, and we took that information and we got you a response that you probably been waiting for. Thank you, everyone, for making it. So since the judge here joined me, I know I said it was going to be me reading it, but the judge can make it, so he's going to be reading.
Well, I thank you all for joining us today. I hope you all have been well. The marshal has delivered the rough draft proposition from a few days ago to add a legislative branch to myself, and we have also received El Chicharron's telegram with your voice and signatures, and I have brought this before the president as well as Congress and the Supreme Court. And with the new acquisition of these lands, Lemoyne, New Hanover, West Elizabeth, and our newest, New Austin, the federal branch just wanted me to remind you all that they have given the right to add, remove, and adjust the penal code for territories to the Supreme Court judge, which is myself. They read your letters and rough drafts, and they want to correct you because they do not charge in the territories any taxes besides the business property that the business license owners are paying. So if you would like to start paying taxes, then this is what the federal government would like you to know. It will be a $24 tax per person for registered active residents. Those are the only ones that will be able to vote. So if you do not pay your taxes, then you do not vote. This is an addition to business taxes, meaning if you are a business owner, you will have to pay the $25 for your person and the $50 for the trade license. Now, if you would like representation, then you will need to agree to these taxes and stipulations. So can I just have a show of hands if you agree to the stipulations that I just spoke? If you have any questions or concerns, this will be the time to address them.
So I have a question. So
Yes.
apparently the taxes, the additional taxes that you're talking about, the 24 bucks per person, do we only get a say in our laws if we pay? Is that like, do we pay to have a say?
The signature sign saying you guys had a right to representation because you paid taxes, which is incorrect. Most of you folks don't, besides the business owners. That's if the sheriff has kept up with it.
That is all fair and good, but even if we don't pay taxes, who is writing these laws for us?
So who's writing these laws?
That was his question.
You really don't know?
No, I mean, I know, but how is it fair for the average citizen?
Well, say some of us don't know. Just tell them just because obviously all of us know, but for those of us who don't know.
All right, so for all of you that don't know, when these laws are written and proposed and then of course put into place, there is a lot of discussion that comes from what we've heard from you guys, what we've heard from the law, and then of course we make the best, well I should say, since I'm just a secretary, they make the best they can do.
But who's they?
That is fair, but judging from the laws that have been passed, it sounds like the average citizen doesn't really have a say in it. It's just the lawmen and above, so to speak.
Okay, so just to reiterate what the judge said, the president, the Congress, have given the right to the judge, the Supreme Court judge here, to make the laws for for these states. So he is the one that is making the laws for these states.
That is correct.
Well, let me tell you, man, for the past 10 years, we've been running from this, man. Uncle Sam is here. Now they want to tax us all, man.
Is the proposition of having these taxes only being offered and to be put in place because it was wrongfully mentioned by the letter from El Chicharron?
I planned on finishing after after you all, I guess, decide whether or not you agree to those stipulations. But what I say further will only be implemented if the stipulations of being taxed are put through. So I can continue.
Well, it's hard to say.
Excuse
I want to
me,
say it's hard
Judge.
to agree to that if we don't know.
This all sounds very well and good, and forgive me if I don't speak legalese. That's why I hired the lawyer. I mean, what you are proposing at the moment does not seem like something a free country would do. It's starting to sound a bit like extortion, Judge.
It is not extortion.
And you're replying that we're only allowed to change them or contribute if we pay you money. That sounds like extortion to me.
No, Mrs. Faraday, let me continue. I will continue to read all that I have planned on reading today, and I will let you decide after that. So the federal government has noticed the new proposition of adding a mayor to the capital cities of each state, Blackwater, Valentine, and Saint Denis, exempting New Austin since it was just recently acquired through the war, and we are still trying to work out the infrastructure there. They would like to adjust this position to better fit the needs that you, the citizens of these states, want. Instead of the proposition of mayor, this role will be called the senator, a senator who will, instead of overseeing just the capital town, will be overseeing all towns within their state. The senator will act as a liaison with the people of their state. They will be present in conversations with the marshals and judges when it comes to adding, removing, and adjusting the federal laws in the penal code. They will not act on local laws or territorial laws. They will act as one vote for the people of their state. The three senators can come together to propose and vote for adding a law, not removing or adjusting. If a proposal gets the majority of the votes, they can bring this up to the Supreme Court judge, myself, who will then take a final look at it and either approve or disapprove the proposal. Keep in mind, marshals can veto a proposed change in the penal code, whether it's adding, removing, or adjusting. This is to act as a check and balance for the judge. The majority of the marshals must agree for a veto to pass. And ultimately, this decision, or rather this change that must be agreed upon, as I said, by the majority, will only come about because of the due representation that you all proposed. So that is the reason for this taxation, because as you know, you cannot have, or rather, there should not be taxation without representation. So,
Hey, man, I think this whole thing is a thinly veiled ruse to shove more taxes down our throats, and we get a load of nothing like every time.
That's what
Yep.
it feels
Is
like.
it?
It feels like more
We're
people
not-
trying to tell us what
we
to
don't
do,
get
man.
a voice.
Yep.
We're not forcing you to take this deal. You
Yeah,
can
well,
go.
that's
you
your
don't have
decision.
to pay
You do not
taxes.
want
Well,
to
but
agree.
also
I mean,
the
the
only one-
But
taxes
you
are
know,
already getting
taxation
paid
would
and
feel
you're
be
not
allowed-
listening.
I feel
What
allow
we're
me. I
seeing is a
understand.
handful of people telling a crowd how to live.
No,
We're
well,
not-
so
Right,
they're
there's
not. I
Few
understand
of
that
you
they're
and
not.
more of us.
I understand that they're not saying you are going to do this. This is. I understand this is a proposition, but you should also understand that the way this is phrased and offered is like, to grossly oversimplify it is, if you want to say something, you have to pay taxes. If you don't want to, if you want to stay
Well-
unhappy with the current laws institution, then don't pay. That's how it sounds.
Sorry. Then the misinformation that was spread by you all when you signed that document saying you don't have a voice.
If that wasn't brought up, if that,
Would
if
you
that
like
piece-
us to have brought it
Then
up
we would not
last?
have. No. Let me answer this. So,
Well, I didn't ask.
the taxation. Okay, I don't know if you all know, but bringing in multiple senators and mayors, I mean, and paying them is not just coming out of thin air. So these taxes are going towards implementing systems as such.
Right.
But civilians don't. just like you said, those positions needs to be retributed for their time and efforts, and they don't just come out of thin air. I think the same could be said about civilians. We don't all have a paycheck like myself, and when
25 a
the
week is pretty steep
when
for
the
the
most
common man.
when the most used
25 a
gun,
month,
such a
right?
Carcano, which is
Week.
pretty
A
much
week.
what everyone
Yeah.
gets
Oh,
told
hell.
to use to hunt, which is the.
Okay, so
the
sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
no, that's it. That's what I was
Okay,
saying.
So is this about the Carcano or is this about the laws?
No, this
Because it
I
sounds
use,
like
no,
the-
no,
the-
no,
the-
no.
the-
I
Carcano.
use
It's a
the
cascading
Carcano.
effect. That's
I
what
use the
gun
Carcano
laws.
as a
That's what it
point.
sounds like.
No, that it's not. I could not personally care less. Because again, I'm privileged. I have a paycheck. What I'm saying is I made an example of the Carcano because that's, as far as I'm aware, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like the most used hunting weapon, which is what every single man can go out and
Can I say
get
something on this,
food.
actually?
Go ahead. I mean, they're not appreciating me.
No, well, to be honest, it's when you brought up the subject of these Chinese whispers and these incorrect information going around the population. And you're right, there is a lot of that going on. But to be honest, one of the reasons why we're at this situation right now is because we don't know what's going on. When we find out when the guns are outlawed, it's on a poster that gives no more information other than what the guns are. But the Carcano got put onto the Commonwealth without even knowing about it, and then the poster came out later. Having more communication between the people and the judicial system. I mean, I know you could say we can inquire, but
So
I've run around weeks in
I
this
did-
Commonwealth
I
and
agree
inquiring
with you
many
there.
things, and I've not had anything. And you talk about sheriffs and marshals, but up in Ansberg, guess how many laws we've got up in Ansberg right now? I can tell you it's a fat zero.
Zero.
Because we don't have a sheriff that actually hangs around in his own district. And I brought that to the attention of marshals, of yourself, and I've not heard a dicky bird about it. So I think you'll find that some of this anger and frustration from the common people is not just the fact that we want to pay a tax to have a vote, it's that we want to help make this place actually run.
Hey, you just wait till what happens next, man. Because
Oh,
right
mate,
now,
I know, mate, I'm English, mate, I
Yeah.
fucking know, mate.
When the other guns got taken away, I literally got told, you got to take the gun off your back or I'm going to have to fine you. I literally had to sell my gun for, Pud knows, I had to sell it for way under what it was worth.
Yeah.
And that became very inconvenient. The buyback system needed to be implemented before I think the guns were outlawed, because that was all I had. I was not privileged at that time to buy another gun.
guys, I tell you, man, we're smarter than this. Right now, they're going to tax us for the right to vote, but then they're going to tax us for the right to buy guns, for the right to own a house. They're going to tax us to buy horses. They're going to tax us to buy food at the bar next. You're going to have to pay taxes to do anything, man. They're starting with just votes, but it's going to get worse, man.
It's preposterous.
It's Uncle Sam.
If you
And
wanna,
how
if
many
you-
more
la- la-
guns
la-
are
la-
gonna be
la- 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 If you want to put these words into people's heads, then that is your choice. But I'm not going to continue to stand here to hear the misconstrues of what you believe is going
I'm
to
not
happen.
here
When
to
I'm telling you what is
speculate.
currently going to happen.
I'm not here to speculate. I think what my
Thought it was an
concerns I
option.
brought up were reasonable. The questions. I mean, we're not all here to speculate.
All right,
Yeah,
let's bring it back a few steps and
Yes.
allow me to address you directly, Judge. When you are passing these laws, how often do you address the common man, like myself, like Mr. Contos, like Jerry, like Shay, like Mr. Declan or Jasper over there? How do you take their concerns into your own bill passing? Because as far as we're concerned, we only see you talking to marshals and, law officials. A handful of people, 5 or 6 people, are electing how the majority lives.
Can I ask you a question, Mr. Bud? What laws have been implemented?
Well,
That-
this
since
is
the
gun
Commonwealth.
bans?
The gun laws, that's it.
the
The
gun
gun
law,
bans.
for instance. You
Okay,
talked to
whatever.
0 gunsmiths about it.
Okay, so the gun laws, the guns that are banned, that were banned for a reason, right? They're not banned because we chose
What
to
are the
ban.
reasons?
We've
We
heard that a million
understand that.
times. We've heard that a
What's the
million
reason the
times.
Carcano was banned?
Our Carcano is not a hunting rifle. It's not. It's not categorized as a hunting rifle. It's a
That is
rifle
correct.
that's used to hunt, like to kill people. It's specified as a sniper rifle.
What does any gun use?
Any gun is
What-
Okay.
what-
used
I mean,
No,
to-
no,
Hey,
hold
hey,
on.
oh.
my God,
Hold on. Let's go. Let's
Any
go
gun
back.
with a
One at a
scope is
time,
a
one
Are
at
you
a
guys
sniper
gonna let me
rifle. Come on.
speak, or are you guys gonna speak?
One at a
over?
time.
Because we're not going to speak over each other. I'll tell you that right now.
So any rifle, yes, can kill anyone. Correct. But there's guns made for self-defense, and there's guns made specifically to go and harm somebody. A Carcano rifle is made specifically as a sniper rifle. It's made specifically as an assault weapon. A shotgun is made as a defense weapon. It's a defensive to defend your property, defend yourself. That's a defense weapon. If you're using the excuse of using a Carcano rifle for hunting, you can use other weapons. You can use Springfields. You can use bolt actions. You can use. I think those are the only two.
Can I interject, Marshall?
Yes.
That is fine, and let's assume, for argument's sake, that I agree with you. My point still stands. Did you talk to any gunsmith or the average citizen, or did you just do a unilateral decision on your own?
So why
that is the point.
Okay, my question again now to that would be why would we need to address the gunsmith about banning a certain gun?
Because
If
you're not asking. Wait.
Listen, hold on, I'm not done yet. Hold on. Let me finish. Why do I need to address a gunsmith if we are seeing that this gun is used to kill people?
I bet we give you better
And
ideas.
it's used to hurt people.
Marshall, you're
What
not
kind of
asking
people?
for permission, you're informing.
You're
I'm not
talking to us. Do you know how to talk to people and get suggestions? Or you just tell people what to do, Marshall, all the fucking time.
Miles, Bell outlaw every single damn weapon there, because I could use anything to kill
I'm
somebody.
gonna need everybody to control themselves, or this meeting will
I am
be
trying.
unadjourned immediately.
Okay,
No
my question
questions.
is, why do I need a suggestion from you if we are witnessing the gun being used for wrong
Are we
purposes?
going round
I
and
just
round
told
in a circle
you,
here?
Marshall.
What's
It's
going on?
not. It's
I
not
mean,
about permit. You don't ask permission
I'm
or
not
consult.
talking about permission.
No,
I
I
said
know.
suggestion.
That's
No,
what
we-
I'm saying.
What we're
asked-
trying to demonstrate to you is that,
me and Lucius
again,
see what happens to the people
all
that
these
are
decisions
shopping
seem
well.
unilateral to the
So
common
do
man.
I.
What I'm just responding to your question specifically. You said, why would I address this with anyone if I see that this is the case and it needs to happen? I'm not saying you need to ask permission or consult. If that's your call, you make it. I think what people are upset is that they want to be aware of why something has
Okay.
been put in place.
And that's fine, and we did that. We posted.
But
we made a
after-
poster. No, we made a poster about the Carcano. We gave a whole full week about it before it's implemented to be illegal.
Are you telling
Okay.
me that post went up before the law went into the Commonwealth? Because if you are, you're a liar.
Hold on,
mate.
hold on.
Mitch, come on.
Marshall, it's okay. Yes, it went into the Commonwealth law. That is correct. But that does not mean it was implemented as stated on the poster.
So when not this one, the gun ban before this one, the one that introduced guns banned like the semi-auto shotgun and stuff like that, I can tell you that once that happened, and this might be a sheriff issue or a marshal issue, I'm just saying.
Sounds lacking.
Well, I haven't said it yet, but I appreciate you reading into my head. What I'm saying is, lawmen went up to civilians with guns that had been outlawed and said, just so you know, that gun is now outlawed. You have two options. You give it to me or you get charged.
Sounds like a bit strong arming to me.
Can you tell me which lawmen did that, please? Or is this rumors? Because
It's not
looking
rumors.
at okay,
It's not
that's fine.
rumor.
So that's fine. So can you tell me which ones it is? Because looking at the reports, there's no reports about that.
People were informed, oh, what you're holding right now, by the way, has been outlawed. So you either hand it in. This is before the buyback system was implemented.
Okay, so that's my point, though. Can you please let me know who did that? Because that's the reason why the buyback system was put in.
With all respect, when a marshal
That's an
comes to you and
investigation.
says, give me that shotgun for half price or a third price or whatever it was, or I'm going to charge you, she's not going to file a report against him.
I mean, I don't think
Well,
that's
she
what
should.
was
That
said.
isn't that. I don't
Of
know
course
why it is
she
our
should,
responsibility.
Judge.
She should put a hole in him.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I love those words.
Guys,
Okay.
please, let's keep this
But
decent.
but
This
what
is
my
my
point
last
is,
warning. I'm telling you.
my point is, if that happened, then I need to hear it from them. That's all I'm saying, because that shouldn't have happened.
So you said, a weapon made for, killing folks, kind of taking a few steps back. You said
Okay.
assault weapon, or can you define a sniper rifle or an assault weapon for me?
What definition would you like? It's a weapon made to kill somebody, specifically made to harm humans. With the
Technically,
intention
wouldn't that be
to
any
harm.
firearm? Hold on, guys.
No,
hold on.
no,
I'm
hold
just,
on.
I'm not
I
trying to be a
just
dick.
said-
I'm just
I
genuinely
just said
curious.
any firearm, yes, could be made. You can use a revolver. You can use a varmint rifle to kill somebody.
Marshall, I think he's asking
but-
what makes the Carcano specifically.
And that's what
yeah.
hold on, that's
That's-
what the
that's what I'm
marshal is
saying.
saying. It is intention, not just because it is a weapon. the intention behind the
What if you
behind
ban-
the Carcano was to murder individuals. The
No, I
intention behind the
understand.
Well,
hunting
then-
rifle is to hunt. The intention behind a varmint rifle is to hunt varmints. It's specific.
Allow me
That's
to
what I
interject here as a gunsmith. A better perspective would be, again, asking the gunsmith what kind of people have been purchasing these weapons from you. And I can tell you, for my part, it has been 99% hunters as far as I'm concerned.
I've used mine to hunt many a times.
Yeah, me too.
Because it's the easiest gun to hunt with. Because it doesn't require much work. Because of the caliber that it's shooting.
When you ride through the forest,
Okay.
on your horse,
Mm-hmm.
grizzly bears attack you.
Okay, so you shouldn't have a rifle on you. You should have a self-defense weapon, which would be a shotgun.
More lawmen trying to tell you how to live, man. You got to use
It's
this
not.
kind of gun
That's-
for this
hey,
type of
that's true. It's
situation.
not. It's called using the right gun for the right purpose.
I can tell you right now that a Willow's choice of gun is the Carcano.
Okay, so then the Carcano is used specifically not for the intention of hunting. It's for the intention of killing you guys.
By those individuals.
I mean, we have more than 12 hunters that also use the Carcano daily. How does that affect it?
So a couple sour apples going to rot the whole batch? That don't make sense.
But it's not just the Willows. I don't know if you're understanding. The Willows was an example. I said other gang members. Other outfits out there, other criminals that we have caught,
They're not
their
here.
primary choice is the Carcano.
Well,
Why?
they're just gonna get a new primary choice.
Hold on,
like
hold
it's
on,
just like
hold on.
So yeah, what happens when they choose a new primary choice?
You're just gonna ban all the guns now at this point?
No, negative, because I just told you that the gun, the Carcano, is used as an assault weapon. It's designed to kill. Its intention and the reason why this gun was made was to kill people.
So I have a genuine question here, if I may. So this law is already set into place here, these gun laws and whatnot. What if a common man such as myself, or hopefully someone a bit smarter than me in this room, what if they wanted to go about setting to change these laws up? What would they have to do?
These laws, these
have to-
current laws that are implemented are not up for change.
You'd have to become a
That's
lawman and ask the
preposterous.
judge to change
Yeah.
it.
So you take the input
That's
from lawmen, but not the common man.
Right.
Ain't no way
Got
to
it.
change
Thank
it.
you.
But I just said that we took
Thank
the input
you.
from the common man. So I don't know why we keep
It
going
sounds
back.
like
Is
and
anyone
forth.
here
But-
vote for that?
I got all my information I need.
So
But
now
wait, but
you're
wait.
Yeah, we're
upset
good.
that these people don't
Sorry.
represent what you guys want. No,
No,
that's
you're
why you're
talking
senator.
about
Well,
you're
but I
talking
think-
about
but I
folks
think
that are
that's-
not in the Commonwealth anymore.
All I need to know, man.
Yeah, the lawman says, hey, we don't want those guns because it's not fair if they have them and we don't, or we do. It doesn't. Maybe they should go learn how to shoot their guns a little better, right?
That's ridiculous. Can you believe it? Here in the United States of America, we ain't got no way to change these laws.
Right. And they said, you're going to pay taxes so that we can pay senators to sit there, and the lawman's still going to make the law.
That's ridiculous, man.
That's crazy. Told you they're just gonna stick more people in chairs so they can pay them and keep us quiet.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, but I don't think. I think we should follow this judge and see where he goes after this.
But I walked up and
Yeah, if
Yeah.
I wanted to be talked to like a fucking child and be
Yep,
called
they
a
talk to
smartass
us like a
for
bunch of
being
fucking
asked situational
dumbasses.
questions, I
Fucking
wouldn't have fucking
insulting.
sat there.
They can tax
Yeah.
these fucking nuts.
It's a bit ridiculous, a bit preposterous if you ask me.
Hell yeah.
Yep, and I love.
I'm
being,
not paying no fucking taxes.
I love being
Hell
sitting,
nah.
And I'm keeping my
insulted
goddamn
while I'm trying to
Carcano.
go to an actual formal
Yeah, what
meeting,
kind of suckers
they
gonna
want to talk
put their
about being
damn-
big boys and they're acting like fucking children in there. That goes
Buy
to
me
show the
3
state of
more
our
Carcanos.
fucking.
Don't worry, I'm gonna go use my
Grandfather,
cattleman
all
on
3 of them.
Marshall there, and then it's okay because it's not a Carcano. So it's fine.
Yeah, that's
what
okay.
kind, what
though.
kind of
We
damn
fucking-
suckers gonna put their name on a list of illegal weapons?
Right? Are you fucking kidding
Yeah.
me? Like,
Yeah,
nice
you
try.
know, the only reason the government wants to take weapons away from somebody is because they're gonna do something that's really gonna piss you off.
Yep.
That you're gonna use said weapons on them.
It's already
I
I
had
think
So I'm
everybody
just
in
saying.
there, everybody in there is pretty much this whole place, is the whole Commonwealth. Everyone that was in there.
I think there's more people on our side than there is on that side. I think a
Oh, yeah.
There
revolution is a
is.
goddamn
Well, and he's
order.
like, oh, there's
I
people
think-
talking about how they want to, like, the Carcano is too dangerous. That's a load of shit. Those people are not in the Commonwealth.
Literally,
was
if
my
you're gonna,
cattleman.
if you're
I
gonna
shot
think
a
like
robber
that,
with
just
his
ban
head.
all the fucking guns and get it over with.
Yeah, I can't handle that. And the fact that they pretty much sound like there ain't nothing we can do about said gun laws and
No,
stuff. It's just
exactly.
preposterous.
And I think they're just
What
pissy
country is
because
this?
we are actually standing up and challenging them because they're not used to having anyone challenge them. But anyways, yeah, if I
Hey.
see you in Blackwater,
Hey,
I'll
y'all-
buy that.
y'all see which way
that
the judge
pistol
went?
from ya.
No.
Was they going back to
You better
Blackwater?
go do something, man.
He probably
Allegedly.
floated away. Like
Yeah, he probably.
Allegedly.
Yeah, Yeah, he probably floated away.
Are you
He's
fucking
heading to
kidding
Saint
me?
Denis. No,
God
he's
damn
heading
it.
to Saint
Yep,
Denis.
but he
He's heading to
plans
Saint
to.
Denis.
Oh,
He's going to Saint Denis.
Yeah, he's going right now in a way.
Oh hell, I feel
Hey,
so
Joe.
bad. I'm so
You
sorry.
don't sound like you feel bad.
Oh my
You're just like,
god.
oh hell, I feel
Hey,
so
y'all better go
bad.
quick.
Now listen, the tension is killing me here. Y'all gonna kiss him back up or what? Joe, I'm gonna need you to get on your horse and follow me.
All right, I apologize, man.
Wouldn't you say you want to follow the judge?
Oh hell, let's go.
Eh, fella, he went off this way.
Said you want to keep looking for him?
Let's ride off to Andersburg, see if anyone's out there.
We came up from Armadillo.
My God.
What, that meeting?
I have a lot of opinions.
Yeah, me too. Me too.